Welcome to Design Santa Barbara. I'm Michael Kurosh, and today we are in Santa Barbara Design Center, where I'm excited to be joined once again by students from Santa Barbara City College's Interior Design Program and the Professor Diana Costia. So we have two of your outstanding students. As usual, they're really good, but I'm excited to see what they have done. Could you please introduce them to the audience?
Absolutely. So this is Holly Kane and Kristen McCagron, and they are towards the end of their program here at Santa Barbara City College, and I'm looking forward to see what they have to say about their rooms.
All right, so maybe we start with Holly today. Okay. All right, let's do. So, Miss Holly, we are here at your beautiful vignette, and actually I was kind of taken away by pieces you picked. They were amazing. Could be my own living room. Really,
well, thank
so
you.
good. Thank you. Beautiful. So can you please explain to our viewers what you have done?
Yes, well, right when I walked in the other day, I saw the serape
Oh yeah.
rug and fell in love. So everything is based off of this rug. I just love how it's old and it's one of a kind, it's an antique, it's geometric, it's dragons,
Yes.
turtles, and the rust color with the indigo. So immediately I picked that because it's gorgeous.
Immediately by talking like that, you become my
to.
favorite designer. I'm telling you, this is one of my all-time favorite rugs. Thank you for picking it.
It's gorgeous, yes.
It's beautiful, it's colorful, it's rich. It is what not a lot of people nowadays pick because they're afraid of color. They want everything white, beige, cream. But this is life.
Yes.
Look at this thing. That
I
huge
love
dragon in the
color.
middle, those beautiful tortoises that they're a sign of longevity, life, and productivity. Just everything in it is 150 years old.
I love that. I love that it's unique and you can't just, it's not mass produced. So it's special. So I wanted to incorporate special things that I found throughout the store that are unique as well, and some new modern pieces and textures and metals and woods and lacquers and
One of the richest vignettes I have ever seen anywhere to begin
thank
with.
you.
Not only in my store, but also go to people's homes. Very nice. So why would you pick the sofa, let's say?
I like the sofa. It's textural, almost linen-like. It's bright, so it kind of lightens up the room. The room is moody and dark, but it lightens up the room. It's fresh, contemporary, and then it kind of works well with the creams and the pillows. I wanted kind of a stripe and a solid and that textural woven cloth to just kind of.
A beautiful thing that molly cloth you put in the back too. It gives actually a third dimension to the sofa. Usually the sofa is just like blah, but that actually made it so pop out. And that pillow you picked is just amazingly coordinates with the rug.
Yes, that was a great find because you kind of do have to coordinate with the rust. Like you said, it's a bright, colorful rug. So I think that works well. It kind of doesn't match, which is fine, but it just coordinates well with the rust and the indigo. So that was a great find. And I think you made that pillow.
I actually made that pillow, believe it or not. That's funny. Yes, I love that
love
piece.
it.
Yes, very good.
Okay.
And then you picked the beautiful mirror, but you made it not a simple mirror on the wall. You made it so beautiful with that ancient kilim in the background, gives it texture and life.
Yeah, and you
Tell me what's
so
behind
many
that.
great pieces here that I kind of was bringing things up because you want it to kind of obviously coordinate, and so
Did you see so many great pieces?
Yeah, in
you.
your showroom. And
Appreciate it. Thank
there's
you.
The kilums, serapes, and antiques and Persians. So it was great to find something to add another textural element that, again, not matchy, but just it works well with the color scheme. So
Actually, that serape and that kilim woven roughly same age.
Oh, okay.
Like about 150, 200 miles apart. That was woven in the Caucasus Mountains, which is a town of Shirvan.
Oh, wow.
And this one was woven in Persian Azerbaijan, which is like maybe 200 miles apart. Same colors. Very interesting. You picked very harmonious colors. So many different textures and so many different elements, but they all look like very cohesive.
Okay, thank you.
You also picked this.
Yes, that has a very interesting story.
That has a very interesting, it's beautiful,
And
first of all.
Perfect, from a design standpoint, perfect dimensions in terms of being over this sideboard, this chest. But no, I love it. It has, again, those strong geometric shapes and delineations that you see in the rug. And it's just totally funky.
It is beautiful. It's
'Cause
actually,
it has,
they have
like,
been used
tassels
once.
on it.
So what it is,
really?
if you looks like a hump of a camel. So in the ancient societies, the Turkomans used to have camel, and the wedding was the most important part in their life.
Well, yeah.
They used to carry the bride to the groom's house. And they made a pair of these each side of the camel to cover the hump and make it look beautiful and festive. Has been used only once. It's amazing.
Well, I remember you told me that story, and I love pieces in your home that have a story that, you know, you could talk about with your guests when they come in, something original that you can't find it everywhere. So that was a good find, and it happened to work out because I really wanted to use that.
You picked that beautiful wedding chest. Mm-hmm. And again, similar
wedding.
There is amazing. And
oh, and this piece I love. This was a relic found in Lockwood DeForest's home.
That's true. It's an
And
old
I think
piece.
he was a Santa Barbara native at some point in his life. So that's cool.
Yes, we actually had a segment about him, famous architect in town, and he did and this is very interesting. I mean, you picked it right away, and gosh.
Yeah, we were kind of going through things, and there's so much to look at, but I don't know, right when I saw things, I thought, okay, well, if you like it, you can make it work.
Okay, and then you picked this shaman box.
Yeah.
For an accessory. It's very eclectic. It's amazing. Every little piece has, as you say, is a history to tell. Like nothing boring about it.
Nothing boring.
I think it reflects your character. Nothing boring about it. That's very good.
Well, it's your store, so
very
apparently it
kind.
reflects your character as well.
Well, thank you so much.
Yeah, this is neat.
And you picked that painting. Actually, it's a photography from, I think it's 1950s.
Oh, yeah.
And
I love it.
It's called Gigi's Day Off.
It's like you're sunbathing with a chimp.
It's a beautiful thing.
I mean, that's so cool. I want a chimp.
Yeah, I would like to be that chimp. You're right.
That's cool.
All right.
I love that. So I think
Beautiful.
it's like, it's kind of fresh too. It's like you see all these textural antiques, but yet I think you could obviously meld in some, like, I don't know.
I think
rad
sums it up.
photograph, super simple frame. It works, yeah.
You picked a lot of
I
interesting
love
items.
that. That's so cool.
Why would you pick these two door panels?
Right when I saw them, I knew I just liked them, and then I thought, you know, to add symmetry to the space, height to the wall, it just kind of brings another element. You know, obviously we don't have windows here because it's a showroom, so it's kind of like a window. It's kind of like some architectural detail that we'll have on the wall that will just kind of bring everything together. So that worked out well because they're the perfect height of this wall.
And you have
Yeah, they're
greeneries, you have orchids, succulents.
Greeneries, orchids, I love orchids, yeah.
This is one that actually is very refined. Between all the pieces you picked, there are a lot of tribal items. This side table is refined, but again, matches beautifully.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of like, you know, you think modern and it's brass, but I think the tone of the wood and just having that, you know, kind of reflects the box and just adds a little bit of juxtaposition in terms of shine to rough antique. I don't know.
I was talking to a friend of mine the other day, came to look at your vignette, and I told them, you know, none of these matches, yet so beautifully together, because I think you went and you have a discerning eye and you picked things that are beautiful by itself, and putting it together, they look so beautiful together. I mean, if you look in the textbook, you put a rattan high back chair with a tortoise shell chrome base. Go, what? No way. But look at how beautiful they match together. Very nice.
Thank you.
Very nice.
Thank you. Yeah.
Beautiful. I'm looking forward to see what Diana has to say about this.
Yes, me too. Thank you so much.
So now we go to see Kristen's
Perfect.
space. Hi, I'm Michael Kurosh, and I would like to personally offer you a special thanks for supporting our show as we enter our 11th season. When you come into Santa Barbara Design Center and mention the show, we will pay the sales tax on your entire purchase, including rugs, sofas, sectionals, and accessories. Please come visit us at Santa Barbara Design Center, 410 Olive Street. And once again, thank you for supporting our show.
Welcome to Rugs & More. We provide the West Coast with the most comprehensive collection of new, oriental, and antique rugs. Rugs are solid art investments and often become cherished family treasures. Our limitless inventory will warm up your home. Exotic or traditional, tribal or modern, our rugs weave stories through intricate patterns, compelling colors, and touchable materials. #1 in Santa Barbara for over 20 years. Visit us today at Rugs & More, 410 Olive Street in Santa Barbara.
Welcome to Design Santa Barbara. Today we are in Santa Barbara Design Center, and we have Santa Barbara City College design students doing some beautiful vignettes. Kristen, very welcome. You have done a wonderful vignette. I think is very casual but very classy. Can you
Yeah,
tell us about
thank you.
what you did to our viewers?
Yeah, so I came into this having no idea what style or anything that I was going to choose to do. And going around the store that has so much to offer, I really fell in love with this rug, the bottom rug. I loved that it was very subtle, and I love the undertones in it of the blue and the whites and just the neutralness of it. So from there, I chose the couch, and I really wanted to pull out the blues and add some orange to it as well, just to have some complementary colors. So I ended up finding a second rug. And I know that's really popular to do right now. I've never actually tried it in any of my projects, and I feel like it ties it together really well.
It ties it very nicely together. Basically, you picked a transitional rug, which can be traditional, can be modern, and you layered it with the really traditional one.
Yeah.
And I like the colors you picked. And
Yeah.
what style do you call this?
I would say it's coastal.
Coastal?
There's a lot of blue, it's very casual, a lot of wood elements, and I combined different metals throughout.
You picked also a driftwood coffee table.
Yes,
And
it's very fun.
you accessorize it with things that they have ocean themes to it.
Yeah, and
Very
I
nice.
liked that they had blue and white just to kind of tie the whole thing together.
And you like pillows, it seems like it.
Yes. Pillows are great. They're very
Pillows are-
comfortable, and they're a great way to tie together all the colors and stuff, along with the textiles and the...
That's a real Navajo
Yeah.
you picked, very nice. And then you have a throw that is white, and the throw ties with this interesting poofs you picked again.
Yeah, and I also added over there onto the desk just to add a little bit more.
And the desk itself actually is a new element, so it could be a little apartment actually, as you did together. And
Yeah,
is a desk working space, desk reading, and then you have a living space that is warm, rich. You picked also some nice, beautiful wall art. What are those about?
yes. I fell in love with that one right there. The moment you showed me it, I think it's just so fun. It makes you smile when you look at it.
It's one of my
And-
best sellers actually. It's funny. You
Yeah.
would not think so, but it's just a beautiful thing.
It's so nice. And it's also very light, so it's not overpowering, but it's there, and it's something that your eye looks at. And I love the circle. I was trying to add elements of circles throughout the space just to tie it all together. So I have them in the lights and then in this piece right here too. And I think it was just perfect.
Beautiful. And the working station, what is the inspiration on that?
Yeah, so I was thinking, because I knew I was going to do a living space, but I wanted to add something else. And I was thinking, well, what else do you do in a living room? I have a desk in mine, and I wanted to add that extra touch.
And you put actually a first phase chief blanket on it, which was
Yes.
surprising to me. And it was wonderful. It's one of those things that
That's great.
is great and adds texture and life to it. You said round, and now you have the chandelier too. And why would you
Yeah.
pick it round again?
Yeah, so it just ties it all together, and I chose this one specifically because it has different metals in it, and I wanted to use different metals throughout here, and I think it just ties them all together
Beautiful.
really well.
You have picked also statues, some greenery. I think you did a wonderful job in here. It's just surprising to me. You're pretty young and you're doing these designs, and it looks like very rich and well done. Very nice. You're talented, and I like the vignette you did.
Thank you.
So I'm looking forward to see what Diana has to say about your vignette.
Thank you.
All right. This week on Michael's Minutes, we are going to talk about sectionals. At Santa Barbara Design Center, we will custom build a sectional to your specifications at our factory right here in California. No room is too big or too small. Our line of comfort sectionals are built to the exact size and shape you need for your room. Let you and your family enjoy the luxury of angel hair wrap, the most comfortable seating in the world. Choose from multiple colors and stain-resistant fabrics that can withstand children, pets, and spills. But don't just take my word for it. Come into Santa Barbara Design Center at 410 Oliver Street and feel the comfort of a new sectional for yourself. We live in one of the most beautiful locations in the world. I've raised my kids here. I love it here. What we offer at Santa Barbara Design Center isn't just furniture. It's a chance to turn a house into a home. What may look like a deal online, it's very different when it shows up. It's something to be said for feeling it before it becomes part of your life. We are here to help guide you through this wonderful process. We are Santa Barbara Design Center. Come start your journey with us. Welcome back to Design Santa Barbara. Today we are here with Santa Barbara City College's Design Interior Program, Professor Diana Costilla. And we had two of your wonderful students. They did amazing job, and I'm very proud of your whole program. And I have to say, they're getting better and better and better. This one, they did very wonderful job. So anyway, can you please tell us about Holly's space and what you think about it?
Thank you, Michael. Thank you for having me again. And I agree with you. The program is getting better and better. And I'll be happy to comment on Holly's design. I absolutely love it. This is the kind of a room that I actually can see myself spending time.
Me too.
And actually, I would love to have everything that she put together here in my house. This room invites discovery. It's so interesting how she pulled all these objects together, and just like she said, she just found beautiful objects in your showroom and she just pulled them together, and she did it so successfully because they are so different, starting from the big elements to the small objects. Everything is just working together so well. So starting with a rug, she was saying that she fell in love with a rug, and then she brought that on from the floor, she brought that on the walls because the killing rug that is one of the layers with a mirror really works well together with this. And then it's so interesting how most of the elements are very ethnic. However, she's choosing the big elements to be rather modern, and they're almost like a canvas for all these objects that she brought together. The table is pretty modern, the sofa is modern, and they're almost, like I said, the canvas for all these beautiful objects to be displayed.
Absolutely beautiful. As you said, could not be better. Let's go see Kristen's vineyard next.
Let's do it.
All right. She did actually a very beautiful job. I was stunned at how she picks all these elements and puts it together. Mm-hmm. So what do you think?
I really like this room. It's so interesting that in most of the shows that we had, the students were similar but opposites at the same time, and it keeps happening over and over again. It's just so interesting. I really like this room too. It's very airy and it's very light and fluid. And I think that both students did a room that very much reflects their personality. It was so interesting when I saw Kristen this morning, the way she was dressed, it was very much like the style of her room, just very light and airy.
It's light, hip, and airy. That's exactly what it is. You're right.
Airy. Yeah, I see it like a bohemian, modern room. And again, she's mixing certain very modern elements. However, then she's bringing some ethnic elements, the layering of the rugs, the light rug underneath, and then the ethnic rug on top. And this room has a lot of movement. She's using diagonals. The rug on top is in a diagonal fashion, and also the placement of the desk. So she's introducing movement in her room. And that's why when I saw it, I thought, oh, there is a flow, a very nice flow in this room. And
what I like about her is actually she was very assertive. She's young lady, but she knows what taste she has, and she came and did it very quickly and very efficiently, and didn't change too many things. She just added. I was very surprised, to be honest with you. It's just very talented as a young designer. She did very mature for what she did. It's very well long. And as I asked her, what you're trying to do, she said she wants to do a coastal look, and I think she did.
Yes, definitely, definitely. I mean, you get that feeling as well. And I like how she brought work and living together.
Together, yes.
So again, you know, they are similar in certain ways because they are bringing different things together, but they're almost opposites. The wood is very light, you know, the wood on the table and the wood, you know, that she's using for, well, the wood for the desk, they are very light, very beachy. Then she has that picture over there, which is a lot of fun too.
Fun and also beachy.
Yes, very beachy, and you know, from older days, and it's just fun.
It's fun, it's beautiful, and also she picks items that they are kind of unusual. Like she picked that beautiful First Face Chief blanket. Is basically Native American.
On the table, yes.
Matches so well, you would never think so.
Definitely. She brought life onto the table.
It looks rich.
So it would inspire you. It's almost like you're in the middle of nature and you are working at the same time. So
and also these
very
orange
pleasant.
pillows and orange Navajo, orange books. It brings life to the space.
Yes, it's almost like, you know, the sand, you know, on the beach, you know, the amplifying the color of the sand on the beach.
Yeah, it does. Beautiful. Thank you, Diana. That was very beautiful insight, and they did a wonderful job. So maybe we should bring him in and wrap the show.
Absolutely.
I want to thank you two for being on our show. You did a wonderful job. Kristen, Holly, thank you. And looking forward to see you more in our Design Center. Wonderful. And I would like to thank once again Diana Costilla, the Santa Barbara City College Design Program Professor, and her wonderful students as usual. We look forward to seeing many more showcases from these beautiful young minds. We'll be right back. Today on Michael's Minute, I would like to talk to you about fabrics. Fabrics are quite essential items for your upholstery and window covering, and we have a huge selection of them. We have Duraleaf fabrics, Fabricot, my favorite, Cravat, we have our own house fabrics, and we have Ralph Lauren. For indoor-outdoor use, we have many different fabrics, and I would highly recommend you to come to Santa Barbara Design Center to see the largest selection of fabrics in town. Santa Barbara Design Center, 4th and Olive. Welcome back to Design Santa Barbara. Today on Appraisals, I have this beautiful meditation piece that has been one of my dream rugs since about 30 years ago. So I saw this rug like about 30 years ago. A friend of mine had it and I just loved it, and unfortunately didn't have the means to buy it. And one day he offered it to me a few years back and I bought it. It is fantastic piece. It is anything and everything you want to have, even woven art. You use it as a wall hanging. It was originally made to be meditated on. As how you can figure it out, it's just one directional, it goes one way, and the size of it. If you look carefully, it looks like the ocean in the background is the closer water, middle of the ocean, and then you go back to the sky. It's very unusual elements in here. First of all, it's woven upside down, so when you try to meditate, your hand slides on it. So Very hard thing to do. Very few carpets have that, and this one does. It's dated 1890, and this is date is 1890. Also to translate it to the solar calendar, which is 1337 in their calendar, and it says to the order, and it was woven for somebody very special. There is dragons in the sky, you can see. There is rain coming down. There is this comb that is sign of purity. You have this earring, is sign of festivity, dance, perhaps wedding. You have this pomegranate tree, which is, if you look at it, is woven upside down because the lady was weaving it from that side. So it looks upside down, but the pomegranate is hanging from this tree and that tree. And pomegranates are sign of wealth, they're sign of fertility, they're sign of being generous. You have this device, looks like something from the ocean. This is completely mysterious. I have never seen anything like this in any other carpet. It looks like a bunch of aliens getting together to me. It looks, what is this? Fantastic piece. Has this running dog border, has these serrated leaves and the hourglass. It is unbelievably fine and full of mysteries. The wool on it is as rich, as dense as it's gonna get. The colors are saturated. Woven, again, 1890. It doesn't get any more accurate than that. I appraise this piece in today's market between $30,000 to $35,000. Once again, one of my all-time favorite pieces, and if you want to see it, please do come to Santa Barbara Design Center and I can gladly show it to you. Thank you for joining us. See you next week.